We out of red in England. All aboard, yeah, you know it's Hype Train FC. Modern ambition, we got blue and gold in our kit, plus you know we the champs of the league. And we don't quit. Started from grassroots, yeah, the sport, we ain't taking it light. You know it's real, from fantasy to the field. You better believe the hype. Yeah.
Hello one and all, and welcome aboard the home of Hype Train Football Club on our dedicated YouTube channel. We begin February in Reading District Sunday League's Division 3, looking to pick up some collective form as a squad after dropping points in the last minute against Burfield last time out in the league. And today we're aiming to pick up some steam as we hosted Caversham AFC on Sunday the 4th of Feb 2024 at Calcot Recreation Ground. This was the team's first outing of the season against Caversham, having played and won 4 competitive matches against the same outfit last season. So we were looking to maintain our winning run against today's visitors. As for how the team lined up on the day, Caversham AFC were outfitted in a blue and black strip, whilst ourselves at Hype Train were in orange. We had Robert Austin starting goal for the team and had a defensive line that consisted of Jamie Carter, Kyle Longmate, Joe Sawyer and Emmy Boateng in front of Austin in goal, whilst we had a midfield trio of Emerson Park joined by Mitchell Saunders and Taron Langer, whilst out wide for the team on the left we had Porrick Gorman and on the right we had Hussein Radwan, and they were both in support of Kieran Carolan in attack for the team. Among the substitutes for the game we had Anwar Amanga joined by veteran Waleed Zaki. Let's start with Caversham in blue going from left to right, and they were attacking straight down our right hand side here. The number 13 is able to go through. David Johnson, their manager, is through, but Emerson has done well to slightly slow him down. He's in the box though, as there's a shot that's blocked, and the second time of asking, the effort goes wide of the post. Another attack for the team now, and it starts when Caversham have picked up a loose pass with Emmy trying to throw his body in the way. Number 13, David, again picks up the ball as it goes out left. There's a cross inside the penalty area, though the goalkeeper comes out to smother the attack. We resume play now with Emerson winning the ball at left back with the ball falling to Taron. Taron does a crossfield pass which goes off the head of Mitchell to the right hand side. Hussein's onto it and he's running forward, directly going at the defence. The ball now falls out to Mitchell, who takes his time, decides to cut in and then puts the ball across the box. It goes all the way through to Porrick on the left hand side. Paddy cuts in, he butts in a cross, it dips, it curls, and Kieran's header is met by a save from the keeper. There's now some interplay with Caversham passing the ball around the back with their central defender Mo picking up the ball. He's got a lot of time. There's nobody pressing him as he's put a pass in. He's clipped a pass which Emmy heads down. The player that wins the ball is Hussein, who flicks it onto Kieran. Hussein follows his run on as he then does a cross over that goes through to a Caversham player. There's a pinball, 1 and a 2, and a shot that squirms through at the near post, giving Porrick his latest goal, his 14th of the season. A goal to the good with a throw-in down the left-hand side. Mitchell here is combating with some of the Caversham defenders, though the team in blue aren't quick at getting the ball away, though their central defender Mo does well before there's a hook clearance. Taron is up in the air and he wins the ball. Hussein is challenging for the ball as it bobbles over the head of a Caversham player, and just look at that stunning save to deny a second goal and a first for Hussein. Having done a superb job to keep the game at 1-0, the goalkeeper has to face another attack here when Kieran's corner is flicked on by Joe. Mitchell brings the ball down, he puts the ball inside the penalty area with Kyle Longmate in the box, right time, right place to take the game to 2-0.
Hit that!
Caversham needed an immediate response, and now there's an opportunity for the team as the number 4 wins a header from a throw-in. There's some hold-up play with the ball going through to the number 11, who is through on goal. He's able to round the goalkeeper. He looks up. There's a player unmarked in the penalty area for an easy tap-in to take the game to 2-1. With the game now at 2-1, Caversham are right back in the midst of it with the number 13, David, picking up the ball again. He's patiently waiting for support as he keeps cutting infield. He plays a nice 1-2, though the delivery in is just a bit too much for David. Starting proceedings now from a goal kick. The ball goes long and high with Mitchell in midfield, the captain on the day, winning the ball. There's a nice flick on for Hussein here as the number 3 for Caversham is being charged down by Kieran in attack. The number 3 goes home to the goalkeeper for Caversham here, and then again back out to the same number 3. There's a giveaway as Hussein wins the ball and then lofts it up in the air in the wind. Kieran then brings the ball down. He's able to wriggle around 2, and on the left foot he places a shot after the goalkeeper's getting back into position to take the game to 3-1, and the team have restored a 2-goal lead. Last chance attack now in the first half of the game at 3-1. Caversham again have the ball, though there's a sloppy pass and Porrick picks up the ball. He drives on and there's a couple of options in support on the left, though Porrick eventually cuts in on the right hand side, feeds the ball out to Kieran, who then butts the ball across the pitch to Emerson. Emerson then checks on his left. He's got the goal from range, though he shoots over the bar. Let's get going in the second half with Caversham, of course, now going from right to left. There's some patient play on the ball as they're working the right-hand side. There's a nice little interlinking here with their player Thierry eventually shooting into the side netting. Caversham kept on going in the second half and they weren't out of the game by any mean. They kept plugging away as their number 4 now picks up the ball. He works the ball inside before there's a through ball to their substitute attacker here who had a bit of speed. He's had his leg clipped, he's been brought down, and there's a penalty kick for Caversham and an opportunity for the visiting team to get back to 3-2. And their player Thierry, the number 10, is faced with that opportunity. He steps up, he strikes the ball into the goalkeeper's left, and the game is now at 3-2. Games of football can change in a heartbeat, and this game really was chop and change on both ends of the pitch after Caversham had put another ball from a throwing sequence into the box here. Their player's fallen over with an arm in the back via Emmy, and the referee hasn't hesitated to win a penalty kick for Caversham. And again, number 10 Thierry has an opportunity to level the game up 10 minutes into the second half, and he buries the penalty into the bottom right corner, and we have a game on all of a sudden. Having drawn level, the train now needed a good response in the game, and after Caversham have a quick throw in that they give away, Porrick does excellently to win the ball, and Kieran gets the ball on his left, and just like that, a minute later, another great finish from Kieran on his left takes the game to 4-3, and Caversham's equaliser didn't last long. Seven goals and a few more to come in the game. Caversham central defender Mo picks up the ball before passing off to number 4. Number 4 takes one touch and puts the ball in a channel for number 10 Thierry, who had just scored the 2 penalties to run inside the penalty area, though his shot in the mud is saved by the goalkeeper. Rejoining play now after Caversham have cleared a ball. Joe Sawyer in defence picks up the ball and plays it nice and calmly to Anwar. There's a bit of pressure from the left midfielder from Caversham here as we've got to go home. The ball goes all the way back to the goalkeeper who clears long. The ball is challenged by the Caversham player, though Mitchell collects the ball and then feeds the ball in over the top for Porrick to run onto. Their central defenders don't know what to do with Gorman as he runs into the penalty area and fires into the top bins of the goal to take the game now to 5-3. And for the second time in a game, we've restored a 2-goal advantage. Another attack for the team generates from a goal kick with Mitchell on the right hand side winning the initial header from an Austin kick, with the ball going to Kieran, then fed back out to Mitchell, and on the first time of asking there's a lovely crossfield ball out to Paddy. Paddy's in a race with the ball and the player and checks in excellently. There's a few players now flooding the penalty area and at the edge of the box, with the ball being fed to Kieran. Kieran gets the ball in on his left, he passes into the penalty area, and on the turn with a death finish, Mitchell takes the game to 6-3. The goal was awarded and the team have a 6-3 advantage now, and we're clear with 10 minutes to go. It wouldn't be a hype train game this season unless there was the 10th goal to scream about in the game, though it come for the visitors after the number 4 wins the ball back after we try to clear the ball. There's another through ball that's passed back to the goalkeeper and a clearance that goes out to one of the Caversham players. They take their time to cut in, and there's an eventual shot that gets a heavy deflection and away from myself in goal to take the game to 6-4, and Caversham have one last route back into the game. Having found the 4th goal, Caversham were not without their opportunities to make it 5, and from a corner kick there's a flick on that is just a matter of centimetres wide. Then from a Caversham attack, their central defender Mo picks up the ball. The lovely number 4 picks up the ball and takes it into midfield here, feeding the ball to their 13 David Johnson. A lovely crossfield ball goes out to their right back, who's gone into the penalty area, and coming across, Emmy at left back makes an excellent tackle. It wasn't the only block that Emmy would have to make in the game, and on this occasion the number 4, in a similar fashion to the first time, has put the ball out right here with there's some nice patient build-up play. Emmy wins the ball first time of asking, and he's now on the chase yet again, and when in the penalty area he comes all the way across to track the ball and makes another excellent block. The game has now reached extra time with Caversham on the right hand side looking to probe an attack and get a low cross in. Joe does well to come across and he wins the ball, and all of a sudden the team have a counter attack with Mitchell picking up the ball and he feeds a through ball to Kieran. He has 2 central defenders facing him and Paddy on the left hand side. Kieran decides to cut in, he's got the goal gaping on his left and he's unable to complete his hat trick, which would have been all on his left. And last but not least in the game, Kieran has one last opportunity to pose danger for the Caversham defence, and he puts a corner kick in that is veering in on the back stick, though it's defended well. A positive and strong start by the team saw the train glide into the lead heading into half-time, but the visiting Caversham outfit pressed us the entire game, particularly in the second half after a brace of penalties levelled the game, though the team reset and reacted well to see off the game to secure the points in the division, with braces on the day from Kieran Carolan and Padre Gorman, joined by good goals poaching efforts from Kai Longmate and Mitchell Saunders. Next up for the train on our YouTube channel, our next feature sees us make our furthest trip of the season on a Sunday morning, with the train travelling out to Bramley United in RDSL's Division 3. Until next time, as ever, believe the hype.